Who keeps telling drama writers, broadcasters, producers that we want more time slip dramas? I'm sorry, when exactly did we say we wanted more? Because as far back as I can remember, and when I say far back, I mean like 3-4 years ago, the only ones that have really worked is probably 9. 9 was okay. Queen In-hyun's Man, which was awesome. Don't judge me for that. And Rooftop Prince. That's about it. And those did okay, ratings-wise. They did okay. I mean, 2 out of those 3 were cable dramas, but they did good for cable. But that's all we should have touched. We should have left it alone. Someone keeps telling them that we want more. That person needs to be killed right away. I mean, is it us? Are we somehow telling them this? Because I know that the last couple of time slip dramas I saw weren't that great. I mean, come on. Faith? Not even Lee Min-ho could fix that one. Not even Lee Min-ho could fix that one. That's a problem. And then we had time slip, Dear God Make It Stop, Jin, which it never did. It just kept fucking going, and we had to sit there and watch it because it was so horrible. I mean, the baby that was in the brain and oh. The time slippiness should have stopped right there. But no, here we go again. SBS's God's Gift 14 Days is coming, and even though the cast is pretty good, but do we really need another time travel? No. And really, who gave it that title? God's Gift? I very much doubt some higher power decided to give me that as a gift. It's about a woman whose daughter is basically kidnapped and killed, and she gets this opportunity to go back 2 weeks in time to find out exactly what happened to her daughter and hopefully save her. The problem with most of these time slip dramas is that they basically run themselves into the ground. The writer only has so much to work with because time travel is not really a concept that has all these different rules that you can play with. There are certain rules that are put down for a reason, and if you deviate from those rules, you kind of write yourself into this really weird corner, and unfortunately not many writers are talented enough to pull themselves out of that corner. And then next thing you know, we're stuck with just week after week of just going over the same damn thing over and over again. And then we get flashbacks. Flashbacks are only good if you use them in the last 2 episodes. The only advice I can really give them is just to stop messing with time altogether. Just let it lie. Stop it. Stop trying to make fetch happen. So, UIN started filming on Secret Love Affair. That's right, UIN. I love me some UIN. I am obsessed with him, and I can't even explain it. Actually, I can't explain it, but if I do, it just sounds like a whole bunch of moans and ooms and yes! Yeah. I mean, if you're really gonna have an affair with a younger man, you do it with UIN. You would think by this time I would be tired of Kim Hee-ae playing a adulterous wife, but no. Yeah, she's cheating, but she's also conflicted about it, and then she has a good reason to be cheating to a certain degree, and you want her to cheat, and then she ends up with this guy who's so much better than what she has, and you know, cheating is wrong, but if you're in a shitty marriage, I can see how it would be twice as tempting to want to cheat. And that's kind of what they do with her whenever she takes on these roles. It's just, girl, I get it. I get it. Did y'all see A Wife's Credentials? What was that, 2012? That was so good. If you're a fan of Japanese dramas, why am I doing air quotes? Why am I doing air quotes? If you're a fan of Japanese dramas, and you more specifically like the human dramas, as they like to call it, it's like slice of life dramas, then you'll like this. It's not Japanese, it's Korean, obviously, but it is about the human experience. It's about a woman who basically finds herself in a loveless marriage and trying to be the best mother she can possibly be with basically the entire world against her, but she deals with it because she feels like she needs to be the perfect wife because she doesn't feel like she is enough for the family that she basically married into. It's really, really interesting. You should check it out. So China's doing a remake of Heirs. We knew it was coming, we just didn't know it was coming this fast. The only thing I can tell them is no. I know it's tempting, you want to cash in on the Heirs popularity, but Heirs was boring and pointless. There's so many other Korean dramas you could have chosen and you decided to go with this one. I get that they're trying to cash in on Heirs popularity right now and I can't really blame them, but this is like drinking liquor after beer. And you know what they say about drinking beer before liquor. I almost feel bad for the Chinese actors that missed out on the chance to actually star in it because Trae Siwan got the part. I mean, that seems kind of unfair. I'm sure Jerry Yan is waiting for a job. Jerry Yan is always waiting for a job. Let's call it what it is. Heirs was boring and pointless. Pointless and boring. Y'all can be mad at me all year one, say, oh, it was also popular. It doesn't matter. It was pretty and boring. This one could quite possibly be just as boring and pointless as the original. And you know what? If it is, I'm gonna judge everyone that's involved for the rest of my life, and I'm not even afraid to admit that. I know some of y'all might be offended I call Heirs boring, but I don't care. Boring and pointless. It's basically the drama equivalent of pretty much every hot guy I've ever come in contact with. They're really great to watch from far away, but when you talk to them, it's just